So today we are going to discuss some portion of trigonometry. That means up to 10th we have done the trigonometric ratios of the angle 0 to 90 degree. Now above 90 how to find that we'll see. 0 to 90 we have sine, cos and tan. 0, 30, 45, 60 and 90. This table we know that for sine 0 it is 0, for sine 30 1 by 2, for sine 45 1 by root 2, sine 60 root 3 by 2 and sine 90 will be 1. Same way cos will start from here, that is 1 root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2 and cos 60 is 1 by 2 and cos 90 will be 0. Tan is sine upon cos, so it is 0, 1 by root 3, 1 root 3 and 1 upon 0, that is infinity. So this way we can form the table from 0 to 90 values we know. Now what will happen for above 90 values? See, we have a concept of quadrants first, that from 0 to 90 we have first quadrant 90 to 180, we have second quadrant 180 to 270, third quadrant and 270 to 360 or 0 again, that is your fourth quadrant. In first quadrant here all trigonometric ratios are positive, sine, cos, tan and obviously their reciprocals. Reciprocal of sine is cosecant, for cos is secant, for tan is cotangent. So all are positive from 0 to 90. You can see from the table that from 0 to 90 all the values are positive only, right? Then for second quadrant your sine will be positive. Sine will be positive in second quadrant, cos goes to fourth quadrant and tan will be in third quadrant positive. Now what does it mean it is positive? It means from 90 to 180 if you find any angle, let us say 120 and you are taking its sine, so sine 120 value after result you will always get a positive result for that. And if we are taking tan 120, only sine and its reciprocal, that is cosecant, will be positive here in this quadrant, rest all will be negative. So if you find tan 120, so 120 lies in second quadrant and according to this concept you will get a negative result for this. This is the meaning of that this is positive, and tan and cot are positive only in between 182 to 70 and in first quadrant also. First quadrant all are positive, and cos and secant are positive in fourth quadrant. So this you have to learn. Next thing we have to do here is that suppose we need to find the value of sine 120 degree. Above 90 we are finding now. So sine 120 suppose you need to find. You have to break this angle into 90 or 270 or 180 or 360. So we have two concepts here. Either we are breaking it 90 to 70 or we are breaking it 180 360. If we are breaking it in 90 and 270, our concept is sine will change into cos, cos will change into sine, tan into cot, cot into tan, secant into cosecant and cosecant into secant. This is a changing process. If angle we are using is 90 or 270, if 180 or 360, there is no change. Sine will remain sine, cos will remain cos, and all will remain the same. If we are using 180 or 360 degree angle. So here as a concept 120, suppose we are using 90 plus obviously 30 is left and we pronounce it 90 plus theta. This is always theta. Whatsoever its value, you consider it theta only. Whatsoever the value, consider it theta only. Now, as I told you 90, in case of 90 or 270, this trigonometric function will change into cos. So sine will change into cos and theta. This is the only duty of sine, that's it. After 90. After this 90 will be eliminated. So we got it 90, sine 90 plus theta is cos theta. But still we have to put a positive or negative sign according to the quadrant. Now just take a careful look. According to the quadrant means 90 plus theta. Consider it theta only, I told you. 90 plus theta plus positive direction of angle is this. Right? This. Positive direction. So 90 plus theta means it lies in second quadrant. Not in third, not in fourth. Because theta always lies in between 0 to 90. That's why I told you consider it theta only always. So 90 plus theta lies in second quadrant. And in second quadrant you have to see this sine, not this cos. Keep in your mind this point. 90 plus theta, 90 means sine is changed into cos theta. For the quadrant 90 plus theta second quadrant, and in second quadrant this sine will be positive only. So put a plus sign here. Second quadrant, you don't see cos here. The value which we are changing, right? So sine will be positive. So we got it cos 30, and we know the value of cos 30 is root 3 upon 2. So plus root 3 upon 2 is the value for sine 120. Suppose the same question we are doing by 180. Sine 120, we are using 180 minus 60. Again we got 120 if we are using this angle. 180 minus 60. Now for 180 sine will remain sine. There will be no change. So this is sine 60 only. This sine hardly matters. So sine theta. Consider it theta. 180 minus theta is sine theta, as there is no change. Right? Now sine 180 minus theta. See 180 minus theta. This is 180 minus direction of angle will be this. So it comes in again second quadrant, and in second quadrant this will be positive. Sine will be positive. So we got a root 3 upon 2 is the value of sine 60. That is so sine 120 root 3 by 2. Both the methods we get the same value, that is obviously. So this is the basic method. Just write it down.